Hello again, it's KAYREN Spain of KAYREN SPAIN Designs, and today I've got a very special guest. This is like my granddaughter. Her name is Nana Krivsky. She's Wallace's granddaughter from his only daughter, Ashley, and Ashley's allowed me to kidnap her for the weekend, and we're going to do a project, and she's going to learn to do a KAYREN Spain design. So, okay, Emma, what do you think about this whole thing?
I'm excited.
You're excited, and you're gonna have to speak a little louder for it to hear you. Tell me where you live and where you're from, where you go to school.
I live in Raven County, Georgia. I go to Raven Gap.
Okay, go to Raven Gap. What kind of school is that?
It's a private school, and it's also a boarding school.
Okay, wow. And what kind of activities are you involved with?
Soccer and volleyball.
Okay, so you're a little athlete. And what about art? What do you like to do in art-wise?
I like to paint.
Okay, what kind of things have you painted?
I used to paint a lot of pottery.
Okay, wow. Well, you know what I do is I take things like, this is actually new, but say this could be really old and I don't like the way it looks. So I go, okay, I'm going to change it and make it the way I want it. Like the little lamps that I painted for you and all those, they were something else and I made them, you know, one of my designs. So that's what we're going to do here. This is a E. Can you see this E? I don't know when I'm going to turn it around. It's upside down to us, but I think it's right side up for you. But an E for Emma. And so this is what she's going to paint. She's going to learn how to do royal squares and stately stripes and dignified dots. So that's what this is all going to be about. So now, what is the first process that we're going to do?
Primer.
Primer, okay. And we use Kills 2 primer, Home Depot. So I'm going to let her get started putting on the primer. We'll do a little bit of this on the camera, and then we'll stop, let her finish it because it takes a long time, and then we'll come back and start on the next step. All right. I'm going to let her start painting now. I'll get out of the way. She's got her brush and she's got her gloves. So there you go, Emma. And if it starts running down the side, you just got to catch the drips as you go, you know what I mean? That's the advantage of having this turntable. You can turn it and see where it's dripping and then catch the drips. So you don't want them to dry that way, because they will. Okay. So Emma, we got done with the priming. It looks fabulous. You did a great job. But tell me what you learned from doing that first step.
I learned that less paint on the paintbrush helps a lot, and to catch your drips on the bottom.
Okay. So this time you're going to have a little easier time with it. There's your brush. Here's your paint. So now you're going to put on the what? What do we call it?
Base coat?
That's right, the base coat. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way and let you go at it again, and we'll film for a little while, and then we'll stop and come back when we get ready to grid. Okay, and you'll learn what gridding is. Okay, there you go. Have at it. How's it going? So now, what did you learn about this time that you're doing right now? One section. So what did you learn this time?
Do it one section at a time.
Okay. All right. Well, you've done just about got that section done, haven't you? Okay. Well, I think we're gonna pause, and then we'll come back when we get ready to do the next step. Okay. Good morning, everyone. We're back with Miss Emma Krivsky from Raven County, and we're excited to now start the gridding process. And so I've been explaining to Emma that I have this wonderful little ruler that has all the little grids on it. Makes it easy to grid. And we're going to start out by gridding. We've got a 1/4 inch border that we're going to do around the whole E, which is going to take some time to mark off. And I have showed her how she's going to do that. And we also use the gel pen because that's the easiest thing to use and the easiest to correct if you make a mistake. So that's why I use the gel pen. And I use the silver and not the gold because the gold stains and smears and it makes a mess. But the silver's perfect. So she's going to do a 1/4 inch grid around the edge of the E. And then we'll come back and do the rest of the gridding for the royal squares. And we've already talked about colors. We'll decide that, or we'll bring those out later after we do the gridding. So I'm going to let Emma get started with her gridding, and we'll just watch her do a little bit. Okay? How are you doing this morning, Emma?
Good.
Good. Okay. You're happy to be back doing this? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to watch her work.
Which one's the 1/4 inch?
What now? The 1/4 inch is this from here to here. From here to here is a half. So from here to here is a 1/4. Okay. Yeah. Which is 2/8. So make your little marks. And, you know I showed you how to do the little marks. All right. To go across here. All right. You lay your ruler down and mark your 1/4 inch. See where it is right here? So mark it right there. Mark. Okay, so that's not quite a 1/4 inch. You got to go out a little further. See, out to this red line. Okay, that's it. All right, so now you're going to take your ruler And since this is such a short space, you just make your line straight across. Okay? Alright, and then you're going to turn and make the same thing there. You have to measure your 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4. Looks like it's not quite. Yeah, let me show you. Lay the ruler down where it's flat. And then see, we've got that right there on the edge. So this is going to be a 1/4 inch right here. So then you're going to lay your ruler this way, but you want to come at an angle because this is at an angle, see? Make sure it's even, and then you just make your mark there. And then you're gonna, here you would lay your ruler like this, make a mark here, get over here, and make a mark here. Then you just put your ruler and connect that one with, see that mark there, with this mark here, right here. So you got the 2 marks. I'm just gonna do this just to show you a bit. So then we've got our straight knot, okay? So, there you go. Everybody, it's afternoon, we've had lunch, we've had time to rest. Emma spent the whole morning getting her grid done on her E, and she did a fabulous, perfect job. And just a few minutes ago I taught her how I paint my royal squares. And so she's already painted her first one, and she's going to continue and do all the places that are marked with an X, and she'll have all of her royal squares done. And if there's any gel pen that shows anywhere, then we'll get a Q-tip and go clean it up. Okay, so don't worry about if there's still if there's gel left anywhere, we'll get it cleaned off, okay? So Emma, so tell me how it was for the gridding. What was that like?
It was hard to figure out how much room we had to make the squares.
Yeah. And what do you have to know about going on a rectangle? You remember? That it has to be an odd number?
Oh, yeah.
For it to start in black and end in black. On a this is a rectangle, right? So that's why you have to have an odd number. And we measured all the way across, and we figured out we'd have 11 squares. And then every other one is black, and it starts and ends in black. So that's how you do it, girl, and you're doing great. So I'm going to let you finish doing your royal squares. you like doing this? It's relaxing to me. You're doing a great job. It's hard to make it your hand do it. I'm going to show you a trick when you're worried about getting your hand in it. You can steady your hand like this, or you can paint like, you know what I'm saying? You can steady it by holding on to your arm too, if you can't get your wrist or your finger to steady. Okay? Alright, I'm going to let you keep going. Okay, I want you to see what she has done. She has finished all of her royal squares. And she's done an excellent job. And I just showed her how we do what's called embellishing. And she's going to start. I've given her the special brush that has a little kind of divided brushes, and it makes it perfect for the embellishing. I told her how you go from the black into the white and all the way around, and then we're going to embellish from the white into the black with another color. Not white, but a kind of an off-white, and it looks really good. Okay, all right. So here she goes. Voila! I'm going to get away. This girl is quite the student. Look at that. Perfect. So we're making our way through the steps. And now what I have learned is you have to let this dry because the black will smear. We're going to let this dry, and while we're letting this dry, we'll turn the cameras off and we're going to decide on your colors. Pull out the paint colors for the rest, okay? And we'll be back. Okay, Emma finished embellishing with the black into the white. Now she's going to embellish with the putty color. Go from the black into the white. You can go right into the black a little bit and into the white, okay? And a little bit of the white's going to be on the black. Wait a minute, what am I thinking? No, we want to go from the white into the... I'm losing my brain. Where's my stuff? How do I do it? We want this to go into the black. So you'll start in the white and go into the black. Okay, let me just do a couple. Sometimes I have I won't say the word, but I have a little thing. All right, so you'll go from the white into the black, from the white into the black, from the white into the black. And that's the reason why I wanted to let the paint dry, because if it's still wet, which it kind of is there, it'll mix up with your open. You know, I mean, this is putty. This is putty. What did I call it? It's putty. Martha Stewart's putty. Okay, so she's going to do that embellishing, and then I'm going to, while she's doing that, I'm going to be pouring her colors. Actually, we'll wait, but we'll use the egg carton, and we'll put all her different colors she's going to do for her stately stripes on the side. And so from the white into the black. And then try not to cover over your black if you can. Okay, I'll leave you be. She's Speedy Gonzales. Okay, now we have to let this dry. But I'm thinking while it's drying, if we cannot touch it, we can start making our marks for the stately stripes on the side. So we'll go do our gridding with that. Can they see you? Get down and say hi. Hi. Okay, we're going to turn off the camera. Okay, we're back again. And Emma has finished her embellishing on her royal squares. And now she has gridded off all the stately stripes. They're going to go all around the edge of the E. And how many colors did you pick?
6.
6. And she decided her colors. You want to tell them what they are?
Pink, green, a dark purple, yellow, light purple, and dark green.
Okay. And so we put them in an egg carton, which makes it easy to, to get each color. And she's going to start and do her pink stripe all the way around the E. And it worked out perfectly, actually. Well, here we are. We almost got this E done. Emma's done a fabulous job with it. I'm so proud of her, and it's going to look great. She's got down to her final step, and that's doing the dignified dots. And she's chosen to do them in gold, which is really going to make it look extra pretty and sparkly and really good. So, Emma, this is it, girl. You have anything you want to say about this experience? You don't have anything to say. Was it fun? Was it fun? Really? Okay. Well, she's done a great job. And again, this is KAYREN Spain of KAYREN SPAIN Designs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and like and share and make a comment, especially to Emma, who's the artist in this project. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.